Merry Christmas. What a year this was in 2023. A lot of different adversity and challenges that we had to navigate. For myself, I couldn't be more thankful and appreciative of all the new people that I was able to meet, the different opportunities that we were able to set up, and more or less kind of where we're heading in 2024. A lot of you that have been working with me for the last couple years have been introduced to a variety of different content, talking about kind of where the market is, what we're seeing, and ultimately where we're heading. So what we're going to do here is we're going to kind of finish the year out and talk about some of the different guidances and indicators that we talked about kind of I think around June, July. First slide we're going to be talking about is our seller pent-up energy. Many of you know, and I may have heard from a variety of different people, marry your house, date the rate. As cliche as it's become, there's a tremendous amount of pent-up energy because people are sitting on very low rates right now. So we have a lot of homeowners that have lifestyle needs that they need to satisfy, but they're either on a 2 or 3 interest rate. In the last couple years when our rates were 7-8%, it kind of put a situation where they couldn't make a move. But some things that we need to consider. In the last 2 years, we have 7 million newborn babies. We have 3 million new marriages. We have 1.5 divorces and all these other variables in here. And a lot of these people, they need to either move up or they need to kind of address some of these situations. A lot of that's going to be tailored in between our interest rates. Many of you know or have heard that our rates are finally starting to go down. We'll get to our rates a little bit further down in our slides. One thing we want to talk about is household formation. Household formation, I've talked to you some about this. We have our largest demographic, which is our millennial generation. Our household formation age group is between the ages 26 and 35 years old. We have about 45 million in this age group right here. They're going to be sliding into that home buying peak phase the next 3-4 years or so, and this is going to coincide with low interest rates and that pent-up energy from our sellers. It's going to create more opportunities for you home buyers that are looking to enter the market, and it's also going to be alleviated some pressure because you're also going to see some of those lower interest rates. So it's going to be a great situation for you to take advantage of. One thing that our interest rates are tied into, and this is just an indicator to give you some guidance in understanding of where things are, but our interest rates are somewhat tied into our inflation data. We have peak inflation, Q3 2022, we're down 3.2 here, and people are thinking that by August next year, we could be as low as 1.86. That's gonna create a dynamic where our rates could dip here below 6%. And 6% is a key threshold. A lot of our new construction, new home builders have been buying down rates and seeing a lot of satisfaction in the market with buyers being able to enter into the market with a 6% rate. So we're thinking that could be a nice, important threshold to be aware of for a lot of our sellers that have been hanging on to those lower rates where they may be able to say, okay, I can finally go ahead and make a judgment call, sell property, and move up and satisfy some of those lifestyle needs. Now, one thing, buyer demand. Buyer demand is heavily influenced by household formation and your unemployment data. So the significance of this slide here is just to show you that we're below that trend here at 3.7, average since 2000 is 5.9. So this is just another indicator that we want to be aware of to kind of reemphasize some people's doubts. Maybe they've been inundated with headline news. They may be still thinking, okay, housing values are up. We're going to see a crash, this, that, and the other. A lot of this, what we're doing here is to show you that, the proof is in the pudding. We have a lot of indications and statistics, things that we can hang our hats on to understand the market. So if you've been waiting to buy or sell, it's so important to start these conversations now, because say you're looking to sell, the last thing you want to do, maybe you get 30 offers on your property and you wait till the peak market, but when you want to go find the house that you want to buy, you need to be able to operate in that space. And if it's overly competitive, you may be able to sell your house, but you may not be able to buy that house that you want. So you need to speak to a professional advisor like myself to understand the dynamics of play, where the ebbs and flows are going to go this year, and when might be the best time to make that decision. Lastly, what we're going to talk about, transactions. This is important because of the interest rates, lifestyle needs, people hanging on to 3-4 interest rates. People know that the market has been slowed down a little bit. Real estate agents know this more than anybody. The great thing about it though is with all of these indicators coming through, lower interest rates and different things like that, we're finally going to see an uptick in our transactions. I think we're going to get back to a more normal market. A lot of you have been seeing multiple offers and all these crazy different dynamics in the market. We should start sliding away from that. So one thing I want to do is first and foremost give a little bit of credit here. I'm in with Buffini and Company. A lot of this data content and the things that I'm providing to you is coming from that. So I do want to give a tremendous amount of thanks to my coach and all of the content and things that I get out of Buffini and Company. And the other thing, maybe you don't know me, maybe you do know me. My business is run by referrals. It means so much to me when people support my business and understand that. I can't do what I'm doing without the direct support from you guys. So as you meet friends and families this Christmas, keep me top of mind. I know a lot of people are going to look to satisfy real estate needs this year, and I want to be the guy to do it. And lastly, Merry Christmas. I hope you have a great time with your friends and family here, and I'm wishing you the best in 2024.